Now for the seat construction. We'll build this completely within Subdivision Surfaces Edit mode. We begin again with a cube. We'll look at a different way to create the center set of edges this time. First, take the cube and subdivide it, and click to expose a control mesh. Click a line around the cube and use Quad Divide. We have lots of divisions now since we've quadded each face. But now what I want to do is go in and delete the edges that I don't need. With all of the edges deleted, I'm going to scale this cube to create the horizontal section of the chair. We'll use Scale Object and scale in various directions. Now use the preview window. Move the object to approximately trace this object. Scale this object to create the seat base. I'm just going to rotate the front of this nose now. We can see that it's been rotated to give us the front of the chair. Going to the back edge now with the preview window, and again sweep. Now go into Subdivision Surface once again and expose the control mesh. We can, of course, model directly in this edit mode. But modeling is a little heavier and more demands are made on the computer system. But anything we've done out of the edit mode, in point edit or with an extracted mesh, can be done within Subdivision Surfaces mode perfectly well. The benefit, of course, is that our live update with TrueSpace 5 and its solid view modes will keep us up to date on everything that's going on. Now we've got some complicated moves here, just sweeps and rotates. Now I've completed the swept backrest of the chair. But you'll notice that we have very rounded corners on the melted object. As we're in subdivide mode, we can see this very clearly. If we extract the mesh, we don't notice it so much now. So what we have to do now is add some geometry. As we've seen in previous tutorials, around the top edges and the sides of the chair to tighten that up. So we do a sweep around there, and right-clicking in the perspective window, I can drag that newly swept surface down, and we've got a much sharper edge there. I'm just going to repeat that on both of the sides, exactly the same method, so that it's on all of the faces. And then I'll sweep each of those. We can clearly see here the green highlighted edges that are selected. I'm going to use the sweep tool again within the context-sensitive flyout. And now right-click again and drag to tighten up those edges nicely. Of course, we can go to any window. It's a good idea to keep a preview window around so we can check up on the progress of detailing like this. Now, if we want to move that into the preview window, we have to select an axis. Here I've locked out on the X-axis and I can move my detailing there. Once that's okay, just release that by pressing the space bar. We'll add a subtle detail to the final seat now. We'll add some body to it, some shape around the back in the seat area. I'm in the front view in the preview window, and I'll select the center line of front edges, so I'll use Rectangle Select. Make sure you're selected on Edges. You can check in Perspective View. I'm going to go to Side View again. Zoom out. And now I can, with my Move tool, move those edges back and down slightly. Check the axis. And we've immediately given the chair some shape. We can even use the Scale tool, of course, just to scale that profile and give us more of a softer chair shape. If we divide that now, you can see we've got a nice soft shape.